Hey guys, as you guessed it, I'm here to give my review of The Karate Kid. Now, I grew up watching the Karate Kid series, and I know that there's been a lot of talk about this, about the fact, first of all, that it's called Karate Kid, and they actually use Kung Fu, not karate. That point is addressed by the main character, Dre, portrayed by Jaden Smith, Will Smith's son. Um, he actually corrects his mom when she says something about him being interested in karate. He says, "No, mom, Kung Fu." So it is addressed during the movie. They're not in any way, shape, or form calling it karate in the movie. They're referring to it as kung fu. There are a lot of lessons in this movie, just as there were in the original Karate Kid. Now, let me start off that the main character, portrayed by Jaden Smith, he plays Dre Parker. Dre Parker is the 2010 version of Daniel LaRusso. Obviously, a little bit different. Scenario's different. Daniel LaRusso moved from one side of the country to the other in the United States. Dre's character moves from Detroit to Beijing, China, which is the center of the Kung Fu background. Now, the other characters in the movie, at least central to the plot, we all know Mr. Miyagi. We all love Pat Morita. Who doesn't love Pat Morita playing Mr. Miyagi? Okay? Now, in this movie, that character is played by Jackie Chan. He plays Mr. Han, also the maintenance guy for the place that they live in. In the same way, the two work together. They have the same chemistry going on between this movie and the old movie. Mr. Han steps in to save Dre during a fight with a bully. The bully is Chang. This character, I don't know his real name, but this character does a good job of playing the bully, just as Johnny from the Cobra Kai in the original Karate Kid movie. So I think that chemistry there between Mr. Han and Dre, and then the adversarial relationship between Chang and Dre is just as good. So I do recommend this movie. The characters are pretty strong. No, Jaden is not the world's best actor, but he does a pretty good job. I mean, come on, the kid's 12, okay? Yes, he got the part because his dad directed the movie. Who cares? Get off that bandwagon about him getting the job, about this being a rip-off of the original. It's not. It's an interpretation of the original. The characters are different. The plot is different. The central storyline is similar, but the plot itself is different between the two movies. Now, the fight scenes. Let me back up. Before the fight scenes, the training. You will never look at putting your coat on and taking your coat off the same way after watching this movie. I think Jackie Chan's character in this movie, Mr. Han, does a good job of teaching Dre not just about Kung Fu, but about what is important regardless of the martial arts form that you're learning. That is focus and discipline. Two things that are important no matter what martial arts you're learning. And it also teaches you the difference between the right type of martial arts and the wrong type. And it's only to be used in certain circumstances to protect yourself. So, I recommend this movie. I give it a 9 out of 10 stars. I took my son to see it after we've sat down and we've watched the original 3 Karate Kid movies. We actually planned to watch the next Karate Kid with Hilary Swank over the weekend, but we didn't get a chance to. But my son, being the sweet boy that he is, offered to take me to see the movie last night using his birthday money as an early Father's Day present. What more could you ask for? He's already learning the values that he needs, and this movie just reinstills them. So again, I recommend you go see this movie. Take your family to see it. It is a great movie. I think, in my own opinion, it is just about as good as the original Karate Kid. The original Karate Kid still is ahead because it's become a classic. It's a foundation for a lot of these other movies. Was the acting good in the original Karate Kid? No, not that great. Mr. Miyagi's comebacks were good. The acting itself, not that great. But that's not what it's about. It's about the point of the story. And I think this movie makes it as well as the original movies. So go check it out. If you do, come back. Let me know how you enjoyed it. All right? Have fun. Bye.